episode, I am going to start this new thing called adulting on my own. I'm moving to a new city soon, and I will have my own place. I already have my own car now that I just bought. Well, I'm getting it financed, and I'm just so happy about that. And this is great. I've been working on, my budget as far as how much money I plan on allocating to my car payments, my insurance, my rent, my grocery, gas, everything else, and just pretty much figuring out how much money I can have to allocate to everything each month, and just getting that all sorted out. And I was pretty successful at it, and I was pretty content with how things looked until literally like 2 days ago, I got an email saying, hey motherfucker, do you remember those student loans you took out while you were in college? And I'm like, oh shit. I literally forgot. Well, I guess I can't say I really forgot. I guess I just wasn't really thinking about the student loan payments I would have to pay back. So of course I have to figure out a way to pay that as well. So I'm going to have to, edit my budgeting plan. But yeah, I have to pay student loans back. And let me just say, for you all that because I know several people who was able to have their parents pay for their whole college experience and, not have to worry about getting loans or help. You motherfuckers are lucky. I'm just kidding. We love the rich too here. But, yeah, I have to figure that out. So that just had me, like, just in a daze lately, because it's just like, wow, like, I'm really thinking, like, I just graduated from college just a few months ago, and I'm really thinking, wow, like, the amount of money I gotta pay back is not a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like a really crazy amount either. Like, it's not insane. Like, it's definitely doable, but it's definitely a lot more than I would like, but whatever. It's just, I was thinking more so lately, like, wow, like, when I was in college, in order to enroll in classes, you had to have like your bill paid for that particular semester. So if you were like behind on some payments, you would not be able to enroll or sign up for any classes until you paid off your debts. And sometimes if you didn't have the money, you have to look at other options such as student loans. So it's just like back then, it was so easy to sign off on the loan. Say, yeah, I want a student loan. I need to sign up for classes. I need this loan. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then you realize that, or you begin to feel that, you know what, I done got. They got me. Because it's like, back then the loans didn't seem that big of a deal, but now it's like, shit, I really have to pay this back now. And it's like, oh, wow, like, wow, I'm just thinking right now, I'm just really questioning, was college really worth it? Was it worth it? And, well, now that I think about it, actually, I feel college, the question really shouldn't be, is college worth it? It should be more so, did college work out for you? And I'm counting my blessings, and I can honestly say that college has been worth it, or it is working out for me, because I feel like my whole experience, it really helped to shape me into who I am today, like in a good way. Well, like the positive aspects, the things that I love about myself. A lot of that has to do with going to school at a good at an elite university, and just getting that education, exposure, friends, and just, a lot of other things. But I know that that's not the case for everybody. I'm fortunate to be able to have a pretty good place of employment right now. And I'm definitely counting my blessings, but I just know that that's not the case for everybody, And it just made me think about how, I think college, or just university in general, like, it really can be a bit overrated, I mean, I feel like going to school, maybe that's not for everybody, like, I was just raised to think that what you do is you study hard in elementary, middle, and high school, get into a good college, get a good job, and although that's working out for me with a lot of hard work, but also just, from help from God, because I know there's a lot of things that happened to me that I was really fortunate with, that I had no control over, really. So even though it's working out for me, I know that's not the case for everybody, and I'm really starting to think, like, I know, like, even though I know a lot of people from my school, or just my peers in general, I know a lot of people who are doing pretty well with their degree and have really good paying jobs, and are pretty much, I guess, the epitome of success, if you consider, having a good job, a lot of money, success. I know a lot of people that are like that and really fortunate and even more fortunate than I am, so that's great for them. But it seems like I know more people that aren't in that position, that are struggling with work and struggling to, find a job, or struggling to find a job in their major, or struggling to find a job that pays enough to get the bills paid. And I can't even imagine how some people may feel once they get this email in the mail saying, hey, remember me? Remember you used me? Gotta pay me back now, Like, it's really unfortunate, really. And I'm seeing like how some people I went to school with, how some of them have to spend an extra year in school. And there's nothing wrong with spending an extra year in school. Like, do what you gotta do. Hell, I almost spent a fifth year in university. Thank God I didn't, but I was really close to it. But the thing is, and this is not the case for every single person, but typically when you're spending an extra year in school, that means at some point throughout your career you may have struggled with something, like as far as maybe with grades, or maybe with just your major. Like, maybe you changed your major at the last minute and you need like more time. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like, a lot of people go to school with not knowing what they want to do, and it takes time. But just know that it does cost extra money, and that's just kind of putting you a little bit even more further behind in debt. And all this just to say that, you're not guaranteed a job. You're not guaranteed to be successful. I mean, if you are, great, but that's not the case for everybody. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a little unfortunate, and it really made me think. But anyway,